Well, beautiful people, best damn nation. It is Wednesday. We back, Jack, and it's the best damn wrestling podcast. I am your humble host, Brian Renegade. Thank you for joining the show. If you're watching us on Facebook, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, thank you for watching us each and every Wednesday. If you're listening to us in Radio Land, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Google Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, you can listen to the boys at the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast anytime in your leisure. Thank you for joining us. Let us know where you're from. What you got going on? You know what I'm saying? The Best Damn crew will be here periodically. But beautiful people. I think I want to talk about the Oscars because our beloved former champion John Cena, one of the greatest wrestlers of all time, was at the Oscars. And if you've seen the Oscars, you know where I'm going with this. Your boy John Cena was presenting an award. And for some reason, somebody thought it was okay. It was a good idea for John Cena to go out there butt ass naked. Yeah, nothing. All the way down to his Skippy's birthday suit. John, what's happening, brother? Let's talk real quick, man. You know what I'm saying? If you going through something in your life, you can talk to people. You ain't got to show up on stage butt ass, stark ass naked. You know what I'm saying? But I thought it was a moment. And for wrestling fans, it was a little cringe, you know what I'm saying, to see your beloved hero butt ass naked on stage presenting an award. The Rock would never. The Rock would never. But, you know, they showed some behind the scenes footage of, you know what I'm saying, John Cena getting ready for the Oscars. And he had a flesh covered jock strap attached to him, man. You know what? We got to bring one of the best damn crew on. Ladies and gentlemen, he is the genie of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. The dawn of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. The entrepreneur of entrepreneurs. The villain of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Your boy, LP. What's happening?
What's going on? What's going on, man? How's it going?
Oh, man. Good, man. Blessed and highly favored. Sound like you surfing or something. What's going on? You in the studio?
Oh, yeah. I'm moving around. Got about 2 or 3 different things going on right now.
Oh, okay. Well, look, man, I got to get some of your comments, man, because, you know, our beloved hero, our role model, our generation's immortal Hulk Hogan, John Cena, was at the Oscars, man. And he was presenting a award and stripped down to his skippies, man. You know what I'm saying? Stark ass naked. Abs out, kneecaps out. You know what I'm saying? Toes feeling the breeze. What you think about your boy John Cena going down to his skippies? I said The Rock would never. Bret Hart would never. What's your thoughts on this, LP?
I mean, a lot of people saying it was a what they call it, some kind of ritual, some kind of embarrassment or ritual, or some kind of mess that he had to go through, or some. You know, people get deep into the Hollywood stuff. I don't get the point of it. I didn't even watch it myself. When I heard John Cena was naked, that's not something I clicked on. I don't know the content behind it, or if it was. I thought he was probably doing something like that because he got that Ricky Snicky or whatever that
Ricky Snicky, yeah, the movie that he got going on.
I figured it must have been something to maybe promote that, but it's like, come on, dude, you ain't got to do all that. That's an Amazon movie. It's not even the movie theaters. So you ain't gotta do you ain't gotta do all that, brother. Like
John
that's a
Cena went out there in his skivvies, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Fresh lotion cheeks. You know what I'm saying? Making sure his kneecaps were well oiled. He definitely did some push-ups before he went out there. You know what? I hate to see our heroes like that, man. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a John Cena fan. I'm a wrestling fan. I'm a fan of John Cena's acting. But come on, bro. Like from the wrestling community to everybody, come on, bro. what you doing?
I'm not neither of those things. He's not
You
my
are.
hero.
Oh yeah, you are one of the biggest John Cena haters. Yeah.
Yeah, but still, I mean, I don't. If it made sense comedy wise, maybe because I'm a person that I have a dark sense of humor. So if it makes sense, but for that type of event, I can kind of see that going down maybe at the Source Awards or something more, something more lowbrow. But this the Oscars. You got like Oppenheimer. You got like some amazing movies and TV shows that came out this year that's about to be honored, and I can't see a reason why you decided or who approved that, or maybe they wanted a moment that takes away from the slap.
Mm.
So I'm thinking maybe that's what it was because people still think about the slaps every time you say Oscars. So they was like, let's give them something else to keep in their mind. Maybe a white a white naked John Cena will take away from that slap.
When in doubt, pull out John Cena. You know what I'm saying? You can always count on John Cena to come through. If you haven't seen this movie yet, go see his movie, Ricky's to Nicky. It looks like a nice little chuckler. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Something to chuckle at. Crude humor. You know what I mean? And I think that this was also to commemorate another moment, um, like maybe a Peter moment. You know what I'm saying? That happened in the past. I think it was to commemorate that. But you said this was a humiliation kind of ritual. Speak
Yeah,
on
well,
that.
I'm not saying that, but I've seen a lot of people say that.
Okay.
I've seen a lot. I mean, a lot of people have been using that term. Basically him having to do that to sacrifice. Maybe I mean, to me, I don't think it's gonna make him no popular. It ain't like his movie's about to blow up out of something because he did his at Oscars. He's not about to get no more roles than he already was getting. And John Cena stays pretty current.
Yeah.
Um, he's never gonna get nobody to take him serious. If that, I mean, I'm pretty sure he understands that he won't be in no Oppenheimer type movie ever. After something like this, you pretty much made it where you will continue to do the type of film that you have done. There ain't no. He would never be nominated for an Oscar. I tell you that.
I,
So
well, I don't count John Cena out, man. I think that John Cena is one of our better wrestlers turned actors
no, you
that we have, man. And John Cena is in a lot of movies. You know what I'm saying? I like John Cena in films. He's funny, he's quirky, and he's not afraid to play outside of his range. And I think this is another moment where he's playing outside of his range, and it
is
got people to talking.
he playing outside his range because that's pretty much his range. The movie he just the movie he just did. He did the movie with the black guy, Little Rail, and him and some girl was some kind of that was just that type of character. What was it, cop blockers or something like that? He always plays this type of character. So I don't. He ain't got no range. He either plays this type of character or he plays a serious type of character, like he did in Fast and the Furious. And then in Fast and the Furious, he was the tough guy in one, and then the next one he was like he is now. So John
Yeah.
Cena has zero. John Cena has zero range. He is not above the Rock when it comes to movies. I tell you that. I argue that fact.
You argue the fact that John Cena is not just as a big movie star as The Rock.
Heck no. Let me know. Let me know the blockbuster movie that John Cena put out that John Cena can star in the movie, put it in the movie theaters, and it will do good. Like people can hate on The Rock all you want to. The Rock owned Hollywood for a good amount of time, from Jumanji to damn. The Rock had the Rampage skyscraper. That man got one leg jumping from building to building. What was the other movie? The disaster movie. Damn, he was in a disaster movie. So it's San Andreas.
San Andreas.
The
I
Rock.
like him in the what's the movie that he did with Stifler, the guy that plays Stifler.
Rundown. That was like his third movie, I think.
The Rundown. I like The Rundown. I think The Rundown is a classic rock movie. I enjoyed The Rundown. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Anytime I see it again, I'll sit there and I'll watch the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? I went to see Black Adam, but I went to like a 4DX thing where the seats move and you know what I'm saying, wind and water spitting in your face and all kind of shit. So it was cool to have that experience because it made you feel the movie and it made you feel like you were the Rock. But also, I got my ass whooped by Dwayne the Rock Johnson for a whole 2 hours, and I didn't like it. It was violent. You know what I'm saying? So when I tried to watch it again later on, it wasn't the same experience, and the movie did not deliver to me as a comic book fan. You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of people feel the same way. Because I wanted the Black Adam versus Superman movie kind of franchise thing to pop off. But when I went back and watched it, the acting was god awful. I didn't I didn't like it at all. The only thing that I liked about the Black Adam movie was the comedy, uh, the comic relief guy with the afro that drove the van. I liked him. It was all right. But hey man, I would dare say that Batista is a bigger star than both The Rock and John
No.
Cena. As far as more range, I think that Batista has more range than both.
You might can say a more range, but you definitely can't say a bigger star. Nah, unless
Nah,
you can lead its franchise like The Rock has done several times. Ain't nobody on The Rock level when it comes to that. Um, I don't. I think The Rock kind of done after Black Adam. I think Black Adam really messed him up a lot. Remember, I told you guys he was gonna come back to wrestling to get his fan base back,
you
and
did say that. You
he
did say
eventually,
that.
yeah, he eventually gonna go back to movies. But he know if he dropped the movie right after all this shit with Black Adam, nobody's gonna see it. But he get his fans back, which he is, and he gonna get more of his fans back when he made Roman lose the belt, and he back to a face in 2 seconds. The Rock gonna become a face in 5.6 seconds. Everybody gonna forget all this stuff that he doing right now.
Well, let's talk about it, man, because he's been on the tirade nationwide. He came here and kicked it off in Phoenix, man, and Chef Showtime went to that show, and just the energy in the building and of the crowd was absolutely insane. And just to be closer, I'm like 15 minutes away from the building, so um, you can hear the fireworks and stuff going off. I mean, I didn't get an opportunity to go, but Chef Showtime went. He had some fan videos. You can check that on the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast Facebook page and Instagram page. But yeah, man, The Rock came there and called everybody in Phoenix crackheads. He said, "Don't you know that Phoenix, Arizona is the #1 place for meth and crack addicts?" You know what? I've driven around Phoenix. I've seen some weird stuff. I've been a lot of places: New York, New Jersey, Philadelphia, Miami. I've been a lot of places. I've seen a lot of things. But I think I've seen the most strangest things I've ever seen here in Phoenix. Straight up. And it's just, it makes you think that, some of these people, are not of this world. Because some of the stuff that I've seen is absolutely insane. I've seen a lady try to fight a bus. There wasn't nobody on the bus. I don't know who the hell she was talking to, but she was swinging at the bus. It was weird. But anyway, he came and berated the crowd in Phoenix. He went to Texas and did the same thing. And every town that he goes to on this tour to WrestleMania, on this road to WrestleMania, man, he's definitely chalking up some heel points, man. LP, how do you feel about heel rock?
I think it's good. I think that this wasn't the original plan. Of course, with everybody flipping on the Rock, they didn't have no choice, and it was smart because instead of trying to force Rock into a face after the fans flipped on him, they went on and rolled with it. I mean, the moment he slapped Cody, they definitely put the exclamation point on it. So I don't think nobody thought that he was gonna be cutting promos like this, because even when he was hit, well, he did talk trash when he was here Raw before. I don't think nobody expected it. Like people was like, "Oh, he the balls now. He done, Hollywood. He gonna talk trash, but he not gonna do it like old school Rock." And he has fully embraced. He had fully embraced old school shit talking Rock. So, which I love it myself, because I mean, this is one of the Rock. This is the Rock. This is the Rock that made me like the Rock. Like when he joined the Nation was when he got off that Rocky Maivia shit, and that's what made him the Rock. It wasn't him being a face; it was him being a heel. Right. So I love seeing him being a true heel and not holding back. Because even some of the heels now still be holding back. They don't be talking trash like they used to. Like the Rock, they calling people crackheads and.
I told myself, I said, you know what? I'm glad I didn't go, because I would have been mad as hell if a person who I've idolized for years called me a crackhead while I'm in the crowd. I would have felt some kind of way about that. I know Chef said, like, hey man, what you mean? You're the biggest group of crackheads. I would have felt some kind of way about it. But I absolutely love heel Rock, and I think that he has to really be careful. He has to really walk a thin line, because even though they're trying to do the shock and awe that they did in the 90s and early 2000s, it's a different time. And people feel a certain type of way about it. And you have to really, really be careful and walk that thin line. And I think that the master of that, to be honest with you, is Christian, because Christian has been doing some shock and awe to make people talk about it, the sayings, and doing some very diabolical things. You know what I'm saying? And I know you a big Christian fan, and I love how Christian now is getting the recognition that he definitely deserves. And he got this feud going on with Edge, and I like it. But right now, as far as shit talking on the mic and being one of the best, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson is at my absolute favorite. I love what he's doing, but he's definitely going to have to walk a thin line with that. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got another best damn crew member in the building. He is the green-eyed bandit. He's your mama's favorite wrestler, and he can whoop yo daddy ass, Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews.
What up? What's going on? Please excuse my lateness. The 9 to 5 has been 9 to 5, if you know what I mean. Brother been working hard. What's going on?
What's going on, man? You just you missed John Cena's nakedness a few minutes ago.
Right on time then. Thank you. I'm glad.
I was torturing LP with them pictures, man. Just going back and forth. Oh man, but look, we're talking about The Rock, man, and his victory lap of sorts. You know what I'm saying, that he's been doing from town to town, man. I asked LP, how does he feel about heel Rock? And do you think that heel Rock is the best thing for business in this time of age, with TKO Holdings being the captain of the helm and pushing the WWE product forward? Mr. Everything, how did you feel about heel Rock?
Hey, man, we've been waiting for something to kind of elevate and take this bloodline story to the next level. We were kind of getting stale a little bit. We was getting bored with it. But I think this kind of adds some extreme implications, because we still really don't know what The Rock is going to do. We don't know if he's really going to side with Roman Reigns, or he's going to make him
lose. Yeah. What is that about? What gang sign is that? I did not recognize. Is he throwing the gun up? You know what I'm saying? I did not recognize what that was. And he's been subtly doing it. And then I think the last time they got together, he kind of closed it up a little bit and then opened it back up. And I was like, what does that mean?
Man, even Seth Rollins made a point of pointing it out because even Seth Rollins was like, yeah, because you guys are the ones, and so we don't know what The Rock is going to do. He's had little innuendos, little Easter eggs where he's pointed at Roman Reigns, saying you are guaranteed to lose, as he's talking on the mic, talking to Cody Rhodes. So we're going to see what happens, but it is definitely good for WWE, for TKO, for the storyline. Cody has to win now. There's no doubt about it. Cody has to win. So for everyone that was hoping that Roman Reigns would beat Hulk Hogan's record, oh well, maybe another person will be able to do it. Maybe Hulk Hogan will get in trouble and then he'll get stricken from the daggone record books, and then Roman Reigns will be top dog in terms of longest reigning champion ever.
I don't know how many times you got to get in trouble for that to happen. Even we talking about Brock Lesnar, man, he got roped up in this whole Vince McMahon scandal, and they took him off of 2K, and then they put him back on. You know what I'm saying? So now that I'm hearing reports that they're kind of slowly integrating Brock Lesnar back into the whole fold of the WWE. And I would have hated to see Brock Lesnar go out that way. But, you know what I'm saying, we still don't know what's going on with this Vince McMahon trial, man. If they're going to dead it or if it's going to get a little bit bigger. But anyway, LPZ. Do you like the aspect of Roman Reigns and The Rock teaming up to face Cody Rhodes and Seth freaking Rollins on night one of WrestleMania? And the stipulations behind that is if Rock and Roman win, then it's bloodline rules for Cody versus Roman Reigns.
I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the tag thing, them taking up 2 nights, but I get it. I mean, too, The Rock is damn near 50 years old. So I mean, that's not like The Rock is in his prime. So a tag match makes sense. I don't expect to see The Rock doing a whole lot of stuff. I think this sets it up where I definitely think they're gonna lose. But when they say nobody from the bloodline can interfere, you got a couple of options. Number one, you got an option of somebody new can show up who is not in the bloodline just yet and makes Roman win, which is going to be which is going to piss people off to extreme measures because then he will get Hulk Hogan's record. I actually think The Rock is going to make Roman lose because if The Rock makes Roman lose, then that will automatically make Rock the face. So then when Roman and Rock have a fight, you got a face versus a heel. What they was trying to do to start with, they couldn't do it before because the way it happened. But if he helps Cody win, and then that's the plan the whole time. We've been planning this the whole entire time. The fans are gonna jump right back onto The Rock, and then they can have that match, and it's gonna be okay. That's what I think they're doing. I'll be surprised if that's not what they're doing, but I think they're just building this up. Because even now, The Rock getting booed, but The Rock getting cheered first. The Rock get cheered like no other when he comes out there, especially with the damn black lightning bolts and all this stuff he had dropped.
I love his entrance, man.
Yeah, so then of course the fans gotta boo him because he's the heel. But I think they're actually saying this smart. I don't know who, it's Paul Heyman or The Rock or whoever's writing. I think they're playing it smart by playing what the hands they are dealt. I'm not really looking forward to that tag team match. I don't think it's gonna be that great. I personally think that they got a lot of work to do because they keep saying this is going to be the best WrestleMania ever. It ain't nowhere close to the best WrestleMania ever. You got 2 nights, and y'all still ain't got no real feuds going on. They probably bringing Brock back because if Brock don't fight Gunther might well phone it in because he ain't gonna have nobody really. Gunther will have to fight somebody he already beat.
Well, Gunther just has a new opponent. Sami Zayn just won this gauntlet match on Monday Night Raw, and now Sami Zayn will be facing Gunther at WrestleMania.
I missed that.
You missed that. That was one hell of a match, man. I gotta give my hats off to everybody who was in that match, man. Ricochet had a great showing. Um, what's your boy name? JD Madonna had a great showing. JD Madonna, even he get a lot of slack for the size of his head, but he is a great wrestler, man, and he is what the Judgment Day needs as kind of a fall guy, great wrestler, fall guy kind of character. Bronson Reed is an absolute monster. Um, and then Chad Gable, man, came in with a lot of passion. He had a great story. He felt like he had to redeem himself after the loss that he had to Gunther and losing in front of his daughter, and his daughter was crying and all that stuff. So he kind of felt like, hey man, I gotta redeem myself and I gotta do this for my family and my family's honor. And then Sami Zayn was like, hey look, I got a story too. And I believe that Sammy was actually fasting, you know what I'm saying, for religious purposes, and he hadn't eaten that, and he really like was fighting for his life during that match, man. But I thought it was an absolute great match. So now we got Sami Zayn versus Gunther at WrestleMania.
This would be their very first singles match ever, right? I don't think they've ever faced each other. Well, in WWE, I don't think they ever faced each other in WWE.
I thought they did at one point. But this is a different Sammy because Sammy is fighting with a lot of energy, a lot of passion, man. And I think that Sammy is what you need to be able to carry that story forward for fighting back to redemption. You know what I'm saying? The fall from grace that Sammy had, you know what I'm saying? Being at the highest of higher levels with the bloodline and then feuded with the bloodline, had a match with Roman Reigns, and then defeated the Usos at WrestleMania for the tag titles, had the tag titles. They lost at the Judgment Day. And then Sammy has kind of been floundering around on mid card, kind of involved with Cody stuff, like like everybody else. So this is the first time that Sammy is going to have an opportunity to kind of step out on his own and do his own thing.
Real quick, does Kevin Owens have a match at WrestleMania? He doesn't do it.
He does not have a match as of right now. Now, I'm not sure if he will. I think that him and Randy Orton teaming up on SmackDown was a great thing, and I love to see it. You know, you had the Stunner and the RKO, and they made a great team. So maybe they might do something with that, where Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn teams up against Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. You know what I'm saying? So I can definitely see that happening. And then Jay Uso just challenged his brother Jimmy, so we might have Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania, and I know they were hinting on that, and we had reported on they might be doing that, but it looks like they are moving forward with that whole thing. Let's talk about that because that's really interesting. And Jay is super over right now, man. LP, how do you feel about Jimmy versus Jay at WrestleMania?
I think they should have had at least one. I think they should have already did it. Me personally, because a lot of times the brothers versus brothers matches don't always be good the first time. Like even Jeff and Matt, their first match together was not good. Like it was like so mid. And if you're gonna make their first match be WrestleMania, they gotta be like they gotta elevate and hit every button. And then not to say that they can't, because they probably will, but they definitely gotta make sure that their their first match is not like some of the previously first matches of brother versus brother. But I mean, I don't think they're fighting because they're fighting, but what are they really fighting for? They're not fighting for position in the bloodline. It's not like Jimmy's gonna lead the bloodline if he loses. Like at this point in time now, why are they fighting? Just because? And to me, that's the storyline.
Well, I think that what Jay was saying is so eloquently that Jay puts it. You know, the bloodline won't let me go. Roman won't let me go. Jimmy won't let me go. So I want to fight Jimmy at WrestleMania. That's what he would say. So, and I don't know if he wants to fight him for them to leave him alone. But if you beat Jimmy, that don't matter. The bloodline is the bloodline. You ought to know from what you've been doing to people, terrorizing motherfuckers for the last 2 years. You know what I'm saying? So
this kind of leads into a demolition of the bloodline and maybe bringing in new members. I know Jacob Fatu has been reported to be reporting to WWE pretty soon. Then you have Zilla Fatu, who's possibly going to be going to WWE as well. Jimmy has not been doing too good on his own, and he's trying to make it. He's trying to put it off on Jay. He's trying to say that Jay cannot do anything, cannot be successful, cannot be a champion, cannot get a win without Jimmy. So this does have a Kane versus Abel type of deal, with a possible Rikishi being involved. We'll see how that plays out. If that happens, if it doesn't, I'm not mad. But it's going to be very interesting to see how everything kind of unfolds. Because if Jimmy loses, please understand that Roman is not going to be happy with him. He's going to have a lot to answer for. But at the same time, Roman's going to have his own issues if he loses at WrestleMania due to The Rock. So there's going to be a lot of different things that's going to implode with the bloodline, which is about time for that to happen. I mean, the bloodline's been running for what, 2-3 years now? So it's about time for an implosion to happen and for Solo to kind of come out and step out on his own. Solo has been put into the spotlight for a very long time, and now they need to actually pull that trigger and let Solo go out there and do his thing.
Well, I mean, and to be honest with you, Solo has been doing his thing. He was keeping the whole bloodline running for like 3 months straight, and Solo was on every card. He was undefeated for a while. After the John Cena fight, for some reason, Solo started losing. And so it was a little weird, but I like Solo. I think they definitely should give Solo more lines, and so he can really develop his character. The quiet, stoic bodyguard character is cool, but now you got to step out on your own and really start to do something. If you're the tribal prince or whatever he was tribal heir, whatever he was deemed, then you got to live that part. You know what I'm saying? And it's okay to be a tough guy, but everybody is a tough guy now. You got to step apart because WWE is starting to hire more talent. You got some great talent down in NXT that are bubbling up too. So people going to start coming for spots. You know what I'm saying? So if you're going to do it, you got to step up. I think that Jay transitioned really well. Every time Jay comes out, the whole crowd in the arena are lifting their hands and bopping with Jay. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely got crowd control. You know what I'm saying? He definitely got the people behind him. He definitely selling merchandise. He definitely got his own slogans and catchphrases. Yeet. So I like what they're doing with Jay Uso. But I think that eventually they're going to have to put a title on Jay, man, because you got lightning in the bottle with Jay Uso. And I think that you need to capitalize on that soon. But WWE doesn't have a whole lot of championships like AEW, so the talent really don't have all the opportunities that they need to be able to compete effectively. You know what I'm saying? From the matches that you guys have heard for WrestleMania, are there any matches that you are interested in? You definitely got the tag team match with Roman and The Rock versus Cody and Seth Rollins, but you also got Io Sky versus Bayley, Rhea versus the Man, Becky Lynch. Then you have this tag team ladder match that they just announced, and people are going to start filling in the slots, so they'll have that final 4 teams at WrestleMania to compete for the tag team titles. But what matches have you heard so far that you are interested in? Let me go with LP.
If I'm keeping it honest, the Roman and Cody match is the only interesting match to me. All the rest of the matches sound like Raw matches. That's why I don't. That's why I don't like the fact that they haven't really done a good job on building anybody up except for Roman stuff. Like the Bailey thing or whatever. I see they trying to build it up, but that doesn't really excite me because it's kind of typical. Unless Sasha Banks shows up and help Bailey, or somebody has to show up on Bailey's side, I don't see nothing. I think that might happen because that'll be the only thing that will make it like super good because she needs help. Naomi should have stayed where the hell she was at, but that's a discussion for another time. And I told y'all what was going to happen when she brought her black ass back. She should have stayed over there. The tag belt, they have not. Of course, they're not building up. They're not really building up. You know, they still crapping on the tag division. They need to get those tag divisions off of Damian Priest and Finn Balor. Like what the man Becky Lynch versus Rhea gonna destroy Becky, unless they just gonna take it out Rhea just because they need to take it over her. Rhea would destroy Becky Lynch. Like, but I will give Becky Lynch proud. They do got Becky Lynch fighting and trying to make it interesting versus Cody sitting here doing interviews and saying the same shit every week. Like I'm Cody is boring as hell. I'm sorry, but when I look at who else we got. And then Logan Paul, I thought KO was gonna go after Logan Paul at Mania. Like that, to me, that makes more sense. And make Logan Paul lose the belt.
Well, they have they determined who Logan Paul is fighting? I think they have.
Not KO.
No, I don't think it's KO. KO already fought Logan Paul.
They've been halfway building that beef up like for a good minute. So I don't see who else gonna jump up out of nowhere and get a Mania match.
Yeah, they might do Logan Paul versus KO or Logan Paul versus Randy Orton. That might be what they end up doing for Mania. I'm not sure, but we'll see, man. We still got a lot to determine. Once they finalize the matches for night 1 and night 2, and they really have the card set, I think it'll be good. I'm excited to see The Rock back in the whole fold too, because he is bringing excitement to WrestleMania.
That's like Drew. Are y'all excited about Drew McIntyre and Cena? I mean, and Drew McIntyre putting in some great heel work, but are you really excited about that match?
I know it's going to be a great match. Am I excited about it? I've seen them fight 3, 4, 5 times. So I know that every time they do fight, it's a good match. And I think that when they do lock up, eventually, they will have a great match. I think it's through time, though. I think that Seth Rollins gets hurt the first night, and then Drew McIntyre takes the belt off of Seth Rollins.
Hold on. I'm going to put my Jamaican voice on this one. Hold on.
I thought you were saying hola. I thought you were speaking Spanish. Okay. Go ahead.
Logan Paul doing too much, man. Tell that man to go sit down somewhere. Ain't he supposed to be in this tag boxing match with his brother? This is the most stupidest thing I ever heard. Have y'all heard about it?
You talking about the match with
Tyson,
Jake Paul and Mike Tyson?
Yes, it is a tag boxing match where Jake Paul can wear headgear, have performance enhancement drug, and have his brother as a tag partner in the boxing match. And Mike Tyson is going to be in there, just Mike Tyson, just out there, just with gloves on. No,
I thought that was a joke. That's real. I thought that was a joke, not the fight. But I mean, I thought all those speculations. I thought that was a joke. That's for real.
That's for real.
Get out of here. I think that I know a lot of people want to see Mike Tyson destroy Jake Paul. I think that Jake Paul has become a great premier boxer. He's learning. Listen, this boy is literally destroying people.
Stop it, man! Come on, that's like me boxing a whole bunch of 5 years old, and you talking about LP really starting to come into his game.
Listen, he held his own against Anderson Silva.
Come on, man.
His own against Tyrone Woodley. Although the Tyrone Woodley thing did look like he took a dive.
Silva took a dive. Everybody he fights take a dive, except for the one guy who won't play in the real person. He fight old people who washed up in their fields, and then talk about some damn fight. All that. That's why I like to be honest. When I first heard about this fight, I was like, man, is Mike Tyson about to take this check? Because everybody know he can knock that boy head off in 5 seconds.
Is he gonna? Cause this like Mayweather. He could have easily beat Logan Paul. It didn't take no damn 12 rounds. Stop it. Conor McGregor. He could have, but it's entertainment now. Boxing is more about getting that money and entertainment. It's not about real fights. So, and is Tyson getting that check? Because that's gonna be a whole lot of money. Does Tyson need that money?
Tyson getting the check, man. Tyson got a lot of stuff going on, man. And you know, I'm a Tyson fan, bro, and I want to see Mike Tyson do his thing, but not like this. And if Mike Tyson get knocked out, but he takes a dive, bro, I don't know how I feel. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, all the legends are getting old and they getting knocked out. And I don't know how I feel about it. It's just like Randy Orton was the legend killer. He was going around just assassinating all of our beloved wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how I feel about that whole thing. Do I want to see the fight? I think it'll be cool. I'm gonna be rooting for Mike Tyson just like everybody else. But if y'all think that Mike Tyson gonna go in and maul that boy, I don't think that's gonna happen, bro.
Yeah. He gonna eat him. Come on, man. Brownsville never ran, never will. He gonna eat him up. And if he don't, he better not never show his face in Brooklyn ever again, because we gonna eat him up. You know what I'm saying? Big pause on that. But you know what I'm saying? But you know what? I'm gonna throw something at y'all real quick. And I bet no one ever thought about this until this day. Because I looked at it the other day and I was like, you know what? There is somebody that is tougher, stronger, and faster in the ring than Mike Tyson. You want to know who that is? I bet you can't figure out what it is.
Who is that?
The dude's trainer. You ever watch his trainer move? That man be moving, bro. The man that trains him with the mitts, that man be moving. His hands, quick. His movements, quick. Anybody can take punches to the body, even though he has the bodyguard on, but that man be moving, bro. That dude is serious. That is a real fighter right there. That is, and think about it. Anybody that trains heavyweight champions got to be some kind of serious to be able to get them to that point and still be in the ring and moving around with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they know that move.
Yeah, they got to know that move. Because if you don't mess around and get slipped or punched, the last thing you want to do is accidentally get punched in the face by Mike Tyson. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. We'll see how this fight pans out. I think it's a big fight. I know we just had a absolute slobber knocker of a fight with Francis Ngannou and what's my boy name? The Francis Ngannou fight. Help me out. Who was the boxer that Francis Ngannou fought against?
I won't pay attention to that fight.
Anthony Joshua.
The other black guy.
Yeah, Anthony Joshua knocked Francis Ngannou out, man. Let me see if I got the clip of that. That was hard to see. I was rooting for Francis Ngannou, man. I was rooting for Francis, and I think that he needs to stay in boxing. I think that, once he get a couple fights under his belt, and I know he's fighting all these big names because he's a heavyweight UFC fighter. But, boxing is a little bit different. I think that he stays in boxing, he can really become a household name and make a ton of money like he has already done. But I think that people are looking at him differently and less of a threat after this Anthony Joshua fight. You know what I'm saying? But he is definitely still a terror, man. I think that, a couple of fights under his belt professionally and get some scrubs, knock some scrubs out, and he can definitely become a heavyweight champ. I can see that.
I think boxing is becoming a lot like wrestling, to be honest. Like all that Logan Paul fights and his brother fights, those matches are like wrestling matches. Like they're more about entertainment than anything else. Like everybody know them boys not gonna fight nobody real. They're not gonna fight no real boxer, and the people that they fight are not real boxers. Just because
Floyd Mayweather ain't the real boxer?
Huh?
Floyd Mayweather ain't the real boxer?
I mean, other than Floyd and Mike, the other people, Silva ain't no boxer. He's a UFC fighter. He's training a lot of stuff, but he's not a boxer. Conor McGregor was not a boxer. So like they fight people who really aren't really like, ain't really like fighters in that realm. It's like either you that's like it's almost like the brawl for all. How many of them was really wrestlers in that brawl for all? That thing that ruined so many people's careers. Like the worst thing WWE has ever done in the whole life was
I
that brawl
personally
for
like
all.
the fall. I
The-
like when they incorporate real sports into the wrestling aspect of it. And I think the thing for the brawl for all is they didn't have any rules. They didn't have any any real stipulations. A lot of people, felt like they was tough guys, but when it came, Bart Gunn was knocking out everybody. Bart Gunn was an absolute terror, and I thought that Bart Gunn was going to do something. They were going to do something with him. They did not. I think there was more liability because some of the people that they were trying to push was getting knocked out by Bart Gunn. You know what I'm saying? He,
Dr. Death was supposed to win it, but
yeah, he did not. He got slipped. Yeah, he definitely got slipped.
and that's like Butterbean. Butterbean acting all tough. Man, come on, you knew that. You knew that too. Wasn't no real boss like that. He knocked the hell out of them. Bart. He put Bart to sleep.
Yeah, Butterbean definitely put Bart. See, have you guys seen the DDP yoga video with Butterbean in it?
Yes, I did. Saved that man's life, bro.
Speaking on that real quick, Miss Everything. If you ain't gonna speak on it, I speak on it. Damn it, DDP is literally out here doing the Lord's work. He is using yoga and bringing people back to life, making people lose weight. If you guys haven't checked it out, go watch DDP Yoga or find DDP Yoga on YouTube and check it out, man. But this man is actually saving people's life, from boxers to wrestlers to people who thought they were going to be paralyzed or in the wheelchair forever. He's out there literally doing the Lord's work. So shout out to DDP and DDP Yoga, man, because made me almost want to do it. I want to be more flexible. You know what I'm saying? Wake out, get out the bed in the morning. Sometimes have a cramp. Talk about it, LP. You know it.
Oh yeah. He been doing that for a while. He helped Scott Hall. He helped Jake the Snake Roberts. Yeah, he been doing the thing for a minute with his yoga. I've never really watched what goes on, but I always see those guys. I think he were with Buff Bagwell, if I'm not mistaken. Buff Bagwell or somebody too recently said something about DDP. He needs to get more recognition. I tell you that. Like he does not get recognition for, just like you said, he's out here saving lives. Most of the people don't even care about these people once they gone. But DDP's out here really getting these guys so they can have longer lives.
Yeah. I think the WWE, and I know they're not going to do this, but I think the WWE, if a wrestler has wrestled for WWE in the past, I think that they should get some type of collective contract and have some type of insurance for some of these people. We just on one of our last shows, we announced that Virgil, beloved Virgil, died. Man, Mike Jones, and that was sad, man. But at the end of his days, he wasn't the richest of men. And even though people have all this memorabilia, and he's graced the television sets of a lot of people, I think that anybody who has worked for this company should get some type of severance or some type of insurance. And you definitely need some insurance plans for wrestling. I know not so long ago we had representative and a fitness expert, Brianna Dion, and she talked about the importance of having life insurance. You know what I'm saying? And we talked about entertainers, wrestlers, boxers, and people of that nature who are in these extreme jobs need to have some type of life insurance. You know what I'm saying? So people ain't doing a GoFundMe when you pass away. You know what I mean? So that's neither here nor there. I'm gonna go on for my soapbox, but yeah, man, I definitely go ahead, LP.
No, I'm listening. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. But yeah, I would definitely like to see some of the veterans have some type of insurance. But DDP is out here doing so. If you guys want to check out some very inspirational videos of people recovering, getting their health back on track and getting their lives back together, go check out DDP and DDP Yoga. I think that he should definitely be in the Hall of Fame for what he does, humanitarian Hall of Fame, because the stuff that he's doing is absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing. So check out DDP. Oh man, Mr. Everything. I got this video of you saying some words to a future opponent, man. Let me go ahead and play this thing, and I want you to tell the beautiful people what's going on.
For the longest time, there's always been the stories of David versus Goliath, man versus beast, mortals versus gods. April 12th is going to be no different, because for the first time, it's going to be Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews versus Congo Kong. Anytime I step in between those ropes, there's never been a man, nor a beast, nor a monster that's been able to keep me down. On April 12th, it's going to be no different. Congo Kong, we're going to continue this story of a man versus a monster. But when you step in the ring with me, you best believe that it's going to be go time.
You can best believe it's going to be go time. Mr. Everything, some very strong threats there, sir.
Man, that man is intense. You see how intense he looks? He's intense. That man's ready to go. Ready to fight. No, so I put up a post on social media some time ago saying that I wanted to wrestle a bear. You remember that? You guys remember that? You guys were laughing about it. Remember? You remember? I remember, because I was there when you was laughing. Yeah.
I remember laughing.
Yeah, you remember laughing? I had put up a post about wanting to fight a bear in a promotion. Sue Wrestling in Arkansas reached out to me and said, we can't get you in the actual bear, but we get you somebody kind of close. And they got me Congo Kong. Now, Congo Kong has wrestled internationally. He has wrestled for MLW. He has wrestled for Impact. And now he's getting ready to step in the ring with Mr. Everything, Victor Andrews. I'm excited about this. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the level of competition that's going to be with this match. It's definitely going to be a can't miss type of deal. And of course, you already know that I'm winning. I'm coming out on top. If you see me in a fight with a bear, help the bear. And ain't nobody gonna be able to help Congo Kong, because Mr. Everything's fighting everybody, everywhere.
All right, man. So if you get an opportunity, go check out this fight between Mr. Everything and Congo Kong. You know what I'm saying? You will see Mr. Everything fight a monster. You said it's a battle between the man and the monster. Who's the man and who's the monster?
So we get in that ring, won't we?
We gonna tell when we get in that ring, Jack. Yeah, man. So check out that fight. When is that fight? It's April 12th. Friday, April 12th, man. At the Forest City Civic Center in Forest City, Arkansas.
Yeah, I'm excited, man. Anytime I go to Arkansas, man, it's always a good vibe. It's always a good feel. They take care of me so well out there. The entire organization of OIWA always takes care of me. OIWA is run by Uncle Sermo, Bobby Horn, and he has 4 companies under his umbrella, which is SOAR, and then he has Sue and Lit Wrestling and Chaotic Kingdom. So it's always a great time to be able to go out there. Last time I went to Dallas, Texas, and wrestled Ryan Davidson and beat him. So now we got a 1-1 scoreboard. So now it only matter of me getting down to Houston, Texas, to Reality of Wrestling, owned and ran by Mr. Abuka T, and go out there and wrestle Ryan Davidson one more time on Booker's dime. And then show the world exactly what Mr. Everything is capable of.
That match is actually booked?
Not yet. I'm working on it. I'm pulling strings. I'm kicking doors. I'm shaking babies and I'm turning on waters.
Yeah, we gonna make that thing happen. We speaking that into existence, Jack. You know what I'm saying? So I can't wait to see that. I think that's gonna be good, man. LP, you got something going on too, man. You got a fashion show coming up, don't you?
Yeah, in April, April 28th, my Back to the Future fashion show. During Armory, 2 o'clock. Main show starts at 3. Kids start at 2. It's gonna be a crazy. That's why I've been working on so much stuff lately because time is flying, and it'll be here before you.
Are you excited about this show, man? You always have a crazy theme every year, man. Are you excited about this show?
Yeah. It's a different show. Different type of show with the vibe I'm trying to give. So yeah, I'm real excited. You know, I like to keep the build up until afterwards, then I can really breathe. But right now, just trying to set everything up like I want it. You know, I'm very meticulous about the way I want things. Little OCD a little bit, so I want to make sure I get everything done.
Oh man, so you go check. Everybody go check that out. LP, what's the deets on that again?
April the 28th at the Durham Armory. If you check out my Instagram, you can see the dates and stuff, ticket links and all that good stuff.
We'll repost that on the Best Damn Wrestling podcast page so you guys can check that out, man. So go check out.
I got a question for Mr. Everything.
Go ahead.
Do you know your stats? Like, what is your win loss ratio? I'm pretty sure you probably don't keep up with it, but do you know that? Or he might be doing something I can't hear me.
I say the silence is deafening.
Say that one more time. Sorry.
I said, do you know your win loss ratio?
No, because we really don't keep up with that. With professional wrestling, it's never a win-loss type of situation because it's predetermined, so nobody really cares. It's
Whoa.
So hold on. So you're saying that you've lost a lot? That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying that I lost a lot. I mean, it may be 50-50. You know, I've been wrestling for 50 years. You expect me to keep up with 15 years worth of wrestling matches?
Yes.
You can't say that it don't matter when we're talking about the Roman Reigns streak and beating Hogan streak. So it does matter. I would just wonder if you actually kept up with it.
Well, it matters in the regard of that because you're looking at the duration of someone holding a championship, not so much as how many wins he had. Because he's had a couple of losses, just hasn't lost a championship. So
okay. So what's the longest you held a championship?
I was about to answer.
Right now I think I am going on almost 2 years with the Gals Junior Heavyweight Championship.
Almost what?
Almost 2 years.
Okay.
But at the same time, that's with a company that doesn't run all year round. So you're looking at maybe 15 to 20 title defenses in a year. That's not really a big number. So you got to look at it in that regard. I mean, I've been champion for almost 2 years because they don't run every week. They don't run every month. It's like Roman Reigns been champion for almost 3 years because he ain't been wrestling every day month and every week. So so
you are telling me that you took the Roman Reigns model and applied it to your wrestling career? Damn it! You can't say nothing.
Let me land. I did not do the Roman Reigns route. All I'm saying is the company does not run on a regular every month. So I can't help that. I can't go out there.
You don't go to work every month to defend your title. We know what this is, man.
Wow, Roman. He's under the Roman school of championship.
All right. But when we have our show, it's going to be us three triple threat match. How about that? For the Gals Junior Heavyweight Championship.
I get it. It's okay. I'm attacking angles. I'm grabbing angles.
Is it no disqualification?
Oh, Of course, there's no disqualification. It's a triple threat. Triple threat.
Oh, I'm
Always.
with that. I'm
Oh
with
yeah.
that. I'm coming
Oh,
out
yeah.
eating. I'm coming out eating arms and shit. Yeah, I'm chewing somebody the fuck up. Yeah, we gonna get that cracking, Jack.
I'm gonna drop a turkey leg in front of you, and then
Oh man.
and then LP, I'm just gonna flash a light in front of you, and then Penny broke.
Oh man. Speaking of turkey legs, this image started popping up. Did you know that it was around? I know it was around because I knew they had to do it. If you were a couple and y'all champions, you knew it was coming. It's a whole lot of nakedness on this episode, and I apologize about that. But your boy Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch posted it. They took a picture with their titles when they both had titles at the same time. Becky Lynch was Becky two belts, and Seth Rollins had the title at the time, and they are in their buff, in the nude, with their belts covering them. Ain't that the same thing that your girl Mandy Rose got fired on? Allegedly? I don't know.
Yeah, what's the point? I don't understand the point of doing that. That's like a thing now. Mister
Here's the
Everything,
thing,
you
if
got
I'm
some
a
of these photos.
champion,
Please don't film.
we asked Mr. Everything, has he ever made love in his championship belt before?
No, I have not. No, that is ridiculous. Why would you even implicate anything like?
Listen, if I got a belt, even if I buy a replica belt, I'm clapping my wife's cheeks in my belt. I'm sorry. It's happening. It's happening. If I'm a champion, yeah, I'm wearing the belt, Jack. I'm wearing the belt. Mr. Everything over there lying. He want to be a Christian going man, but I know you done clapped some cheeks in your belt before.
I'm a good R-Truth. Wink.
LP, you win a championship. You clapping cheeks in your belt.
Nah, man, I ain't gonna do no mess like that. I'm gonna respect that title. They be doing too much with these things on these photos. I guess Logan Paul started it off.
Oh man.
No, actually, Shawn Michaels started it off.
Oh yeah, true.
Shawn Michaels set it off. Yeah, he sure did, man. Well, hey, real quick, fellas. They are starting to announce everybody who is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame. One of these people is the one and only Paul Heyman. And I can't think of a better place to induct Paul Heyman into the Hall of Fame, except in Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? So you got Paul Heyman, and then you have this one, which was a little bit of a shock. Your boy Muhammad Ali is going to be inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, if a lot of people that are watching this and they don't know the history, they're like, why is Muhammad Ali being inducted into the Hall of Fame? Muhammad Ali was a huge wrestling fan. He was a big fan of Gorgeous George growing up. And a couple other people, man. He was a big wrestling fan. And if you guys do remember, he was at the very first WrestleMania. He was featured at the very first WrestleMania, so it's not far-fetched to think that Muhammad Ali being inducted into the Hall of Fame is not a thing. And once they start to show the video packages, you'll see. But I think that's a great thing for Muhammad Ali to get inducted into the Hall of Fame along with Paul Heyman. That is absolutely great. And then this one was just announced. Your boy Thunderbolt Patterson is going to be inducted into the Hall of Fame as well. I'm excited to see this. Mr. Everything, let's talk about this real quick, man. What do you think about some of the Hall of Fame nominees this year?
It's looking pretty good, man. I mean, I don't know who's going to be like the headline guy.
Paul Heyman.
in terms of the Hall of Fame, because you got Paul Heyman right now, you got Thunderbolt Patterson, you got the young lady that they announced as well.
Bull O'Connor, the Bull. What's the last name? Bull something.
Yeah, Bull something. So I don't know. I don't know who do you guys think is going to be like the headline guy? Because you would think Paul Heyman, but he was like the first one to be announced.
Paul
So
Heyman. Like in Philadelphia, Paul Heyman is the headline. It ain't. Paul Heyman is currently the hottest manager in the business. Um, Paul Heyman is definitely a influencer in the wrestling world. He's been doing this for a while, and to be honest with you, we in Philadelphia, so it's going to be a lot of ECW chants for sure. You would think that Muhammad Ali would take the cake, but you know,
that's
Paul
like
Heyman in the wrestling world. Paul Heyman is that guy. So
they,
I see him being first ballot.
they do need someone in terms of the celebrity wing, which I know.
Muhammad, they do. Muhammad Ali.
Oh,
Muhammad Ali is going to be in the celebrity wing.
oh, okay. I didn't notice that. Oh,
Yeah. He wasn't an actual wrestler. He didn't get it. He didn't get in there like Mr. T did. You know what I'm saying? And what's your boy name? Money Mayweather got in there with Big Show. He didn't get in the ring like that, but he's definitely going to be in the celebrity wing of the Hall of Fame. So I'm excited to see it, man. That's great. We got all this greatness happening. You know what I'm saying? All this greatness happening. And then John Cena out here doing this shit. Damn it, Cena. Get it together, man. Get it together, Cena. Oh, man. Mr. Everything, we got a big interview happening next week. Do you want to announce that for the beautiful people?
absolutely. So beautiful people, you know how we do. We try to give you the best interviews out there, and we have a pretty big one coming up in the form of one of the greatest cruiserweights to ever do it. And his name is Kid Cash. Kid Cash has worked for WCW, TNA, WWE. He's been over Japan. The man gets busy. He has been getting busy for a very long time. I got a chance to meet him briefly at School of Morton this past Sunday when I went there to go make my return, and he just popped up. No one knew that he was coming. He just popped up to say hi, and took a picture with him. And next week he will be on the show, and we get to find out his life, his career, and everything that he's been doing in between. So you guys make sure that you tune in next week to the best damn wrestling podcast to see this amazing interview.
Yeah, man. This is going to be a slobber knocker. I'm excited to see this thing. We've been bringing nothing but the hot fire to you. So we're excited to have Kid Cash on the show, man. I think it's going to be absolutely great. Fellas, it's been a great show. Let the beautiful people know what you got going on and where can they find you. Let me go, Mr. Everything.
Yes, absolutely. You guys already know. Well, I don't even know where I can tell you guys where to find me at, because they get ready to ban TikTok, man. They're getting ready to ban TikTok. Why? What is wrong with that? That's another conversation for another day and another interview, another podcast. But you guys can always find me on Instagram because TikTok is getting ready to go bye-bye. Find me on Instagram at Roosevelt Conyers LLC. I'm getting ready to change that in a few. So make sure you go ahead and follow me now before I make some changes. And I'm just always out there, you know what I'm saying? I'm putting together a new vignette for a new character change. So pretty soon, Victor Andrews will be going bye-bye as well. Victor Andrews is leaving along with TikTok. And you guys get to find out my new character and how that all plays into who I am. Once the first vignette gets released within the next week or two, you guys I might just do it exclusively right here on the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. I won't even put it out nowhere else except for the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. So in order for you to see it first, you have to be watching the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. Because we got the exclusives. That's what we do around here. It's exclusive. Exclusivity. Exclusive. Exclusive.
Exclusivity. Yeah, there it is. Oh man.
I'm
Follow
wrestling.
everything on all his platforms.
Absolutely. And of course, I'm wrestling every week. So, this Saturday, I have Mad Dog Blade Brown in a dog collar match.
Ooh.
I'm going to choke that dog. Can I beat that dog? Can I beat that dog? I'm going to beat that dog.
I don't know what to say.
Shut
Go ahead. Go ahead and beat that dog. Just everything. Beat that dog. LPZ, what you got going on, my brother? And where can the people find you?
You can mainly find me on Instagram. Goodbye TikTok. I will not miss you. So you guys can pretty much follow me on Instagram. See everything I got going on One Click Photography Shoots. But for real, TikTok ain't going nowhere. They've been trying to shut TikTok down for about 5 years now. You be alright, miss everything.
Yeah, you're gonna be all right, man. They'll do it. Man, y'all go follow LPZ on everything that he got going on. My name is Brian Renegade. You can follow me on all platforms at Brian Renegade. And if you want to follow the show, we got all kind of platforms that you can check out, man. Just pick one, man. We got about 16 of them, man. So if you want to follow us on Instagram, you can go to the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. If you want to visit us on our Facebook group, you can go to our Facebook group at Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. You can go over to our Facebook page where we have all of our content at the BD Wrestling Podcast. You can go over to our Twitter or X, as it was formerly, as it is known now, at Best Damn Crew. You can go over to our Twitch, the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast. While we still have a TikTok, you can go over to our TikTok at Best Damn Wrestling Crew and go to our Best Damn Store. Get you some damn merchandise. We got all kind of stuff for you. We got shirts, we got hoodies, we got socks, all kind of merchandise. You can go ahead and get you one of these shirts, these hoodies right here. LP is right. We got that in the hoodie, we got that in the shirt. All that jazz. Get you some best damn merchandise. Get you a Mr. Everything shirt. Get you a Renegade shirt. Get you a shirt that says Chef Showtime, and you can be Chef. Follow us on all our platforms. Fellas, real quick before we leave, we got to leave the beautiful people with a word of motivation. Something to get through, something to get by. LPZ, the genie of the Best Damn Wrestling Podcast, do you have a final word for your beautiful subjects?
Man, I'll just say something simple. Just stay focused, set your goals, and don't stop till you reach them. The only way you fail is if you never try.
The only way that you will fail if you never try. That is the prophetic word off the hip from your boy, LP the Don. The Green-Eyed Bandit has blessed us with his face, Mr. Everything, or Roosevelt. Do you have a final word for your beautiful people?
Yeah, and it's something that I had to come to terms for myself. And that is, don't worry about the prizes here, because the real prize is with the Father. I have an issue with working so hard and not getting the rewards that I feel like I deserve, not having anything to show for it. And I've been working since I was 9 years old. I'm killing myself just to keep from dying. Been wrestling for 15 years, been all over the world, been doing all kinds of training, helping people all over the place. Not even show. I was beating myself up. So I'm like, okay, I got to struggle. I got to deal with this, that. I got to calm myself out of this hole. Like, when does it stop? I had to sit back and realize it isn't about the rewards that I get here. It's about the reward that I'm going to get when I'm with my Father. So stop worrying about the rewards of earth and the real rewards. That's my final word for the best thing.
Oh man, there you go. That was a great word from your boy, Mr. Everything. Fellas, my final word, and I'm gonna have to dig in the crates a little bit. I remember one time I was working this job, right? And it was a position that made you really focus. You know what I'm saying? You had to do multiple things at the same time. I was working a call center for a security company. A lot of stuff going on, a lot of things happening. One of the ladies that that hired me on, she looked at me and she was like, "Oh, you're in here." I was like, "Yeah, I'm working in here. I'm a man of many talents, so I can do a lot of things." And she looked at me, she was like, "It seems like such a waste." And I was like, "What do you mean?" She was like, "Your size, just how big you are and how muscular you are. You should be doing something else. You should be doing one of the other positions." And I felt some kind of way because in my mind, I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm around leaders. I'm communicating. I'm a valuable piece. I can apply multiple skills to this one thing. I'm not just what I look like. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's the message that I want to echo to you. People's perception of you does not have to be your reality. That is a quote that I've heard from Les Brown. But people's perception of you doesn't have to be your reality. They don't know who you are and the things that you've done in your life. I've done so much stuff in my life that if I actually sat and told people or read my resume, they would think I was lying. They would think,